worked out, because I believe God is real. And I believe that he's going to deliver his people from this beast system, that just as he did with Egypt. Just as he did with Egypt and the whole land. You know that the whole world is sort of like Egypt. I started talking about these 2 eclipses that were coming upon the land, the 2 that made an X over the United States. 7 years. There's this big X. I said it was going to divide us in 2. I said about halfway through we were starting to feel the effects. I've been talking quite a bit on the channel about all these prophetic events. Most recently about the 1260 days and the asteroid Apophis, Chaos, the god of death, swinging by, talking about how Passover is coming. So for you that are new to the channel, there was this sign in the heavens. They call it the Revelation 12 sign. It was September 23rd, 2017, and what was written in the book of Revelation 12, chapter 1, about a woman who was crowned with the stars, the moon was at her feet, the sun was... Well, this literally took place. The sign that they said would be in the heavens literally took place above Jerusalem that day. So we've noticed a lot of correlation between all of these interesting times. So we found it strange, and by we, I mean me and a lot of other people that talk about these kind of things. Well, I found it strange because, you know, while a lot of people were talking about doom and gloom and everything else, I had said that September 23rd was, you know, something that everybody would kind of put our focus in. So collectively, a lot of people began to have this faith in this literal thing, and this literal thing that literally was playing out, so that collectively that would almost bring about a birth of possibility within us. That would be the moment that the virgin, that which is symbolic of us, gives birth to the truth. And then from 1260 days later, that virgin is taken into the wilderness and is prepared, hidden and protected from the enemy.
After reviewing your application, we found that your channel doesn't follow all of YouTube monetization policies. After reviewing your application, I never filled out an application, except for the first time when I monetized it. As soon as they said I'm unmonetizable, that's it. That's the end of it. There is no reviewing your application. YouTube monetization policies. What should you do next? Well, our reviewers... man, that's so funny that you guys say that. Our reviewers found that your channel contains the following harmful content. Oh man, content that focuses on controversial issues and that is harmful to viewers. I want to explain something about what's harmful. You know how it says that about my channel on YouTube? At times there were people that would say, just wasting your time, like, you can't do anything about it. It's not good for you to be in stores. If you're not complying with the rules, if you're not complying with you're not following the policies in these stores, it's harmful for you to be there because you're putting everybody else in danger. Well, the same thing is going to happen on YouTube where the reviewers, notice it said the reviewers, it didn't say the ones that own the platform, it said the reviewers, the one that they hired. So this paper is the certification that there's something that's going on behind the scenes that isn't good. And that's what's really harmful. I'm not the one that's harmful. Well, yeah, I mean, I understand why. Harmful to who? It's harmful because I have a problem with focusing in on something that can be controversial. So therefore you're confronting a spirit that is going to be controversial with you over those issues that you choose to talk about. That, well, quite frankly, it's harmful to viewers. You know, these viewers right here. The reviewers, it's harmful to those that that are saying that. I mean, that's watching my assigned to me. 23,800 subscribers. I only need 1,000 to require. So if you want to edit your channel, reapply for monetization. Make changes to your channel based on Make changes to your channel based on our feedback. Changes can include editing or just delete your damn videos and updating video details. You can reapply starting July 4th. Yeah, see, it's as long as your channel meets the subscribers and public watch hour requirements. So I guess the point is, because they demonetized the Walmart video, if I wanted to reapply, then I would have to focus in on things that are less controversial. I would have to focus in on things that they would deem would not be harmful. I mean, I guess it can be done. It can be done. Because at this point, learning how to talk with saying things, but you not saying anything at all, but the people you're talking to know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I can do that better these days. But that brings me back to Justin said something about, would you sell your Walmart video? And I didn't. It's like there's. Well, what are they going to do with the video when you sell it to them? Because how are you supposed to? How much? Can't get out of here. Merchandise. Showcase your merchandise. Like, if you sell a video, doesn't that mean that, like, let's say somebody buys your video from you and they spend a hefty amount of money to buy your video, but you have a controversial type of a channel. So what if they buy the video and then you get a strike and your channel goes down and they spent thousands of however many dollars on your video and it just gets taken away because your channel is cut off because of the controversy that you stir up? So then what? How does that work? So I guess there's obviously there's more questions that are asked about selling a video of yours. How do you sell a video without whoever bought your video and you still have your channel? How is that possible if you have a possibility of getting shut down? Why would anybody even invest in somebody that has a controversial channel buying a video? Wouldn't they take a loss? Like, as soon as I get struck down, isn't that a loss? And then if not, then it's like, okay, well then it sounds more like if somebody's willing to invest money into buying your video and supposedly people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars for people's video that keeps getting a lot of views. because I understand the idea. You can take it and you can put whatever ads you want on there for yourself. Or you can take it, the video, and edit it because it's yours. Or you can take it and then like add your portion to the beginning of the video instead, because it has an algorithm that's already set up, and then you kind of change the way things are with your portion of a video that's getting seen by the millions of people. So then you can actually change the person's channel by throwing like your own messages in there. So I guess it would be like if you were willing to sell a video, because what am I doing with the Walmart video right now? It's just getting watched. There's no commercials on there. It's not monetized. Although I did think about adding a commercial to that from somebody that offered something through email. Advertising. I don't know if it was CBD oil or something, but when you are all for something and it benefits, then yeah, that kind of, like, I haven't said no, but I just haven't said yeah. I just haven't had really time to think about it. And when I did have time, I didn't want to think about anything when I had time off of work. But to have a video in front of your, a commercial in front of your video. Well, I don't want to do it here on this channel where every time before I get on you see a commercial. But on the Walmart video, I don't care about that because it's being watched by a lot of people, and I'm not talking about the Word of God. Most people that watch it think I'm paranoid anyway, so it ain't even like it has any meaning to it. I'm telling you it's discernment. That's all it is. But I'm not preaching the Word of God while I'm in there. I'm just showing you that I can see, obviously, what security guards are, because they just have it written all over their forehead. They are a security guard. So to have a commercial on that video alone is fine. I'm fine with that. But not on this channel here. Every time you click on, you see that regardless. Maybe the Summer is Here channel, I thought about it, doing that because you put that on your channel, and that could also help gain income and tithings and be able to put some of that money in, because then I would just start taking a portion of what it is and then put it into the PayPal pot for anybody that needs, help. But the Walmart video, so in 35,501 views in the last 28 days. So who's going to buy my video? And what are they going to do with... So these 35,000 different viewers could have had a possibility of, if I had a commercial on there to buy the product, 35,000 people have an opportunity to do that. What would that be worth? 35,000 views. Because some of you guys like Jacob Israel here, he gets that on almost every video. You get that on almost every video. Man, you must be living large, Jacob. Must be nice. Must be nice. Yep. So that's in just one video. Mine takes a month to get to that point. Average view count in first 7 days. Last 10 videos of each video type. A few more people click on when it's a live stream. No premieres. I wonder what it would do if I put a premiere. It just makes it feel like it's more important as a premiere. Top videos this period. Walmart, Walmart, Walmart. Continually get views. I'm just amazed by how even people even still keep clicking on. $357,000. So that would be one of the key things is you're selling a video to somebody, but what are the requirements? Because if anything changes where you can't speak the same way, it's the same as monetizing. The answer would be no. Because it's not, my channel will get shut down for natural causes. Because they're gonna use it as my content is harmful. But just keep in mind, anytime I'm falsely accused, someone's coming at my direction for evil intent, selfish reasons, it just doesn't, it's not going to last very long because justice does get served. You may not think so because it took 3 months just for the ShopRite to get an answer, but the way that this thing is going, where these stores are going to start to be held responsible for being gung-ho with the mask rule, when they start paying out of their pocket, as soon as it happens one time, I mean, it's a go for everybody to do it. It's a go for everybody. Everybody, because I was hoping that I would see somebody on YouTube that actually sued somebody that wouldn't let them come into the store unless they wear a mask, and then showed proof like how much they got from it, or at least showed that they got the doors opened. It's just my situation is a little bit different because of the taunting and the threats in the store, and how nothing mattered to them, and I was being so discriminated against because I wouldn't comply with their order. So much so that the owner kept walking back and forth, playing around, putting his mask down, taking his mask completely off, not letting me know that that's who I'm trying to talk to. I thought it was kind of funny because I'm trying to talk to somebody, and it's like, huh, I'm right here, but so that's not cool. I didn't feel very wanted when I walked in that store. And all the other stores, I greatly appreciate when they just allow me to exercise my First Amendment right, which is to just practice my freedom of religion without somebody harassing me, trying to force me to put a mask on. So I made sure I asked these questions too, because to get it all on record, like to Ali, I'm like, this is the Warminster ShopRite, Warminster District, right? Yes. And then he was going to throw me out. He threatened to throw me out. He said he can restrict my movement, which is what they were doing. They were trying to set me over and falsely imprison me by putting me in a confined space, telling me to wait over there. And they restrict my movement forward as well. False imprisonment, and at the same time threatening to carry me out. And then for the cop, I asked him, "What are you going to do to me if I don't?" He said, "We're gonna put you in handcuffs because you're considered a trespasser. I read everybody their rights. I remembered as much as I possibly could and asked them questions and read them their rights. I mean, the laws that they're breaking. So they all had an opportunity for this paper to not come back and say that they are found in violation. This is what I was trying to do the entire time. I was trying to get them to open their door and leave me alone. They didn't want to leave me alone, so fine. This is the beast system. This is how you stop it. Somebody has to stop it. People have to stop it. But I have video evidence of all of it. And I have recorded threats. And also when you conceal your face with a mask, your crime becomes aggravated. It becomes an aggravated crime. So when he terroristically threatened to carry me out, and they were trying to force me out, and when they're not even supposed to enforce the mask rule, like they're not even according to the Governor Tom Wolf's updated order on November 18th, I think it was. Even there, it says you should not enforce the mask rule in any store when it is unsafe to do so. And when it's unsafe to do so is when you're violating someone's First Amendment right. That's when it's unsafe. So I'm in the right, they're in the wrong. This is the thing I call God. God is the energy that comes and the works that you do that follows you. God is that. It's the result. It's the result of the works that you did. And then when things start to pan out for you because of it, that's God taking care of you. Because what God did was He gave you courage to go do it. Did I feel like doing it? I mean, kinda, but not really. I really didn't. Who really feels like getting... You know you're going to talk to the cop. You know you're there to talk to the police. You know you're there. I had my folder and all my papers and everything. I was ready to go, like a court case. I guess at the time I was worried about what I was going to say in front of the magistrates, but I didn't need to worry because it came from the top of my head. So that's where the part is where don't worry about what you need to say in front. The Father will talk for you. So that's right. The Spirit of God, the Father, is the one that has the law, and He will talk for you. So that's what He did. He was talking for me in the store. And it's something that if I didn't do, I wouldn't have an opportunity to make a really good example of this. And with the help of those from the inside that, you already seen my evidence, you already seen my videos, you know how busted they are, you already knew the moment I went in that store that there would be papers sent back after I filed the complaint, however much time it takes. You already knew that at that moment, Robin has started the process in Pennsylvania to start to open up the stores. Now, I don't know who else is doing it, but the way that this is evidence in the store of all the laws being broken on record. On record. The threat is on record. The falsely imprisoning and restricting my movement forward, illegal restraint, threats of being terroristically carried out of the store. You can't carry. He may have been, and it doesn't matter what he may have been. He said it. Ali said, "I will carry you out to the cops." That's what he said. It's all on record. So you guys from the inside, as soon as you've seen it, the ones that are from the corporation, you know right then and there that they're so busted. And that would be the greatest. No, it would be another one of the greatest things that can happen. A lot of greatest things are getting ready to take place, but this would be on the list of the very top, like 3 things in my life that could happen that would be really good, which is to get that door open, get them to finally comply with the actual laws, leave people the hell alone, and pay for it. This is where they need to pay for it. It's the only store that I really had this issue with. Acme I had the problem with, but I went back and talked to the ladies a couple different times. The main manager wasn't there. But when I do go to her store, this is a good piece of paper to show her. Like, look, this is what I was telling you that was going on here. Violation. Remember I was standing there? Remember you how mad you were getting? I'm just telling you, this is what it is. They were found in violation. I could have done the same thing with you, but I didn't. So, let's just make sure that you don't give me or anybody the problem that walks in the store when they don't want to wear a mask. Matter of fact, change those damn signs. Meteor explodes over Vermont with the force of 440 pounds of TNT. It was the size of a bowling ball, but exploded like 44 pounds of TNT. .7 asteroid heading towards, is that referring 17th Street, JFK Boulevard? Or is it just 1.7? Long live rock. The Rock. Celebrate the Chaos review. Old Oddie to Metal. With this documentary, a longtime music supervisor, Jonathan, shines a spotlight on die-hard American rock fans. Americans that hard for them to die. They are the fans of The Rock.